the proper UDYZYZ Bolognese with Fusilli. And welcome to the very first time that we are having the Taste Test Tuesday on the UDYZYZ Show. Check out this bad boy. Do you hear it? Oh, it was still sizzling because it's so hot and so warm. And ooh, what I got here? What is this, bro? Is this some wine? Is this some wine? Enjoying with some pasta here? Or is it just some grape juice? Because it is a glass, not a wine glass. Oh yeah, it's grape juice. I mean, if I could have like a, like a wine glass, I could have put in some wine, right, and some pasta. It goes perfect. But I don't drink since a longer time, and so yeah, I'm good with the grape juice and the spaghetti bolognese. So cheers, you guys and girls. On the UDYZYZ Show, on our success, on the forward rise to the highest places and the most successful, glorious, best valuable ways, and most truthful. To you, me guys and girls, to you, my beloved UDYZYZ enjoyers, to the UDYZYZ Show. Cheers. All right. So, but we're not tasting the grape juice, but it's about a Taste Test Tuesday, right? And we are tasting again the bolognese alla UDYZYZ with fusilli, and normally it even looks a little bit more fancy, right? When I do it, right? When I decorate it or present it, right? Because normally when I do the fusilli, I put the fusilli right from the pot into the plate, and the also absolutely fresh cooked bolognese I pour over it right away from the pan onto it, and it's then covered with this beautiful bolognese, and then it looks pretty cool, right? Covered with a little bit more aesthetic, maybe, whatever. And then I mix it around, and I eat it, right? But I had to cook this yesterday. So it's like maybe it's less leftover, but also not real leftover. Did it yesterday, especially for today's Taste Test Tuesday, because I wasn't able to fit it in today, and that's why I did it yesterday. And then I obviously put it together, and that's why it's always some sort of distributed. And normally also I would have more sauce. I like the ratio to have more bolognese, right? No more the sauce than fusilli, right? That's like, maybe a ratio of 40% fusilli or 40% pasta and 60% of the sauce. Maybe even, let's say maybe even 40, maybe even 35% pasta and 65% sauce. You see a little bit more sauce, definitely, right? But that's for today. And I'm telling you, bro, I haven't made this. In some time, let's say, the spaghetti bolognese. When I made it yesterday, and I was tasting the sauce, bro. Oh, as always when the sauce is hitting, bro. Ooh, I was tasting it like I was really like just like, this one here, right? This one, because bro, Oh man, that's now in the moment here, bro. That's now in the moment. I'm not even like from yesterday. That's in the moment. What's happening right now? I'm telling you, bro. This spaghetti. It's not even a spaghetti bolognese. It's a fusilli bolognese, right? The UDYZYZ bolognese with fusilli. This one is way different than you will find it in a traditional Italian restaurant or whatever. Your Italian grandma will do it for you. This one here, bro, how I like to call it's a proper bolognese, because it's let's say it's pretty rich also in its let's say it's a little bit stronger, let's say, because normally you will find a bolognese to be pretty light, right? It's pretty light. I'm not saying it's not seasoned well. They also seasoned it wonderful, but I'm talking about the strength here, right? The intensity, let's say, of the ingredients. Not the seasoning. Again, can be very well seasoned with a light one. Don't get it twisted. what I like to do to keep it very simple but proper. So I take essentially ground beef, right? That's what you see in here, those brown crumbs. That's ground beef that I cooked, and I like to cook it. There's something a beautiful dark brown, crunchy, but not at all burnt, not at all. Just beautiful, perfect timed, crunchy brown, right? And what I do then in the pan. The pot is not even filled with water yet, right? The fusilli are ready on the side to be cooked, but nothing done yet. First, the bolognese. That's what I'm starting off always. And oh man, it's so rich in its taste and seasoning, and so proper, bro. I love this, bro. That's why I chose this meal to open up and establish a Taste Test Tuesday, because that's my favorite meal to cook. And do you notice also when you cook something for yourself, and when you already know it's buzzing in itself, but it's like extra buzzing on top because you made it for yourself. Tell me you know how it feels, that you can understand what's happening right now inside of me. And then, as soon as I got this beautifully brown crunchy, the ground beef, I pour over the tomato sauce, right? It's completely bland. It's just whatever. It's just a tomato in its juice form, right? Not even juice, like this thick. You know what it is? This tomato thick fluid, right? Like if it's completely mixed, right? It's like a little bit thick. Pure, just this. Pour it over like a full little in this little box, and right after this some cream, right? Just some cream, like this little buckets, this mini buckets, right? Cream, 1 bucket, maybe even I always 1.5, and there's this 1.5 left, you know. Right into the mix. So we got ground beef now in there. Taking a sip of my grape juice here. Right, ground beef, brown crunchy. As soon as this is the case, the thick tomato liquid. Then 1.5 cups of those plastic cups of cream. Then I will always like to cook it pretty hard when it's ground beef. As soon as the tomato sauce and the cream come in, I like to turn down the stove a little bit, right? It's like medium heat. Also important, what I do in terms of the seasoning, the ground beef, when the ground beef is only in there, then I'll also put on some salt and pepper. Then already the ground beef in itself has some seasoning, right? Not too much, not too less. And as soon as the tomato sauce and the cream comes in, then some sort of you give it like the second half of the seasoning, right? Because then I really also wanted to soak it in the tomato sauce and the bolognese, right? And that's some sort of, you have to distribute it like evenly, right? Not maybe even a little bit more seasoning with the salt and pepper than when the sauces are in there, right? The tomato sauce, because then it's also really where I can distribute perfectly because of the liquid, right? And then again, high heat I do for the ground beef as soon as the sauces come in. Medium heat, and then you let it cook, right? And every now and then with your spatula, turn it around a little bit, right? And as soon as you put in the tomato sauce and the cream in the pan, for me, that's the perfect time to start cooking the fusilli or the pasta, whatever type of pasta you want to make. Fusilli is ready in the pot, water in there, put it on the stove, right? You got your pan, you got your stove. You got your pan, you got your pot, right? Pan with the bolognese, pot with the fusilli. So, some people like to put in salt in the water with the fusilli. I don't really need it. I just put it in there because I got enough seasoning in here. And yeah, so maybe a little bit better for the cooking, goes faster, whatever. I don't put in the salt. And then sometimes I do with the rice. Sometimes I do with the rice, but with the pasta, for whatever reason, I don't do it. I don't know. And then you let the fusilli cook, right? While you finalize your bolognese, right? The ground beef combined with tomato sauce and the cream, right? It's already cooking. It's already cooking. Medium heat, and every now and then you with a spatula you turn it around a little bit, and it gets thicker and thicker the more you cook it, right? The bolognese. And what I like to do is, like, is it a rule of thumb? Maybe a little bit. And you see, it's a lot of feeling. A lot of feeling I'm cooking, right? There's some details, whatever, with the amount, what I'm putting in there, whatever, right? But it's also a lot of feeling, right? Intuition when I'm cooking this. And what I think is a sweet spot when the bolognese. No, don't get it. Don't put it off the stove too quick. The bolognese, right? If you get it too quick, it's too much liquid for me. I want to be, since it's a proper bolognese, it needs to be also thick, right? It's rich, it's strong, it's proper. That's why I want the bolognese also to be thicker, right? And the more you cook it, the thicker it becomes. And when you go with a spatula, we also see when you let's say you took the spatula and from one side, one edge of the pan, you go to the another one and drag it. You see, it is some sort of almost like the ocean is split, right? The water is split. You pull and you see the bottom of the pan, and then it some sort of catches up the sauce, right? But there's some sort of space in between. And you want to reach this point where it is some sort of, it takes the bolognese tomato sauce, it takes it a little while to catch up with your spatula scratch, right? And you really have to have an eye for. I would love, guys and gals, I would love to show you the process, how I'm cooking it, to just show it you visuals, right? That you also see get the feeling for the visuals, right? How it works really when it's there. At some point, maybe we're gonna make a cooking stream, but I don't see it at the moment. I don't have really the circumstances for this right now. But in the future, bro, we can make this happen. Really, I like a cooking stream or whatever. Can I show you what I mean? And yeah, as soon as you hit the sweet spot, right, where the tomato sauce takes a little while to catch up with a spatula scratch. That's normally the time where you put it off, and the fusilli are also ready by that time. Then ready to serve. Fusilli on the plate, bolognese right on top of it, beautifully distributed. You can make your ratio more pasta or more bolognese. I like a little bit more bolognese than the pasta. Put it on, eat, perfect. And we got Yunji in the live stream chat on Twitch. It's a pleasure to have you, Yunji. He says, hey, enjoying here a little bit of some the UDYZYZ Bolognese with fusilli on the Taste Test Tuesday we have at the moment. So, some grape juice. Oh, I'm telling you, bro, it's so awesome. It really. I love this. I love this dish that I created for myself, bro. I love to cook it. I love to eat it. I love to cook it with someone. I love to cook it with someone together. I love to cook it for someone. I love to eat it with someone together. It's just awesome, this meal. Just fusilli bolognese alla UDYZYZ. That's for me the best, bro. It's the best in terms of home-cooked meals that I do for myself. Made by myself, number one. Number one, bro. Absolutely. I'm telling you, bro. Ooh. And Uni says she couldn't watch the live for 3 or 4 days, but now she's free for a week for no work. Oh. So you maybe had a lot to do like the last 3 or 4 days on work, and now you took some time off, or sometimes they just give you a week of free time, or how does it work? And yeah, and the funny some people may think, hey, okay, cool, you did this, that you got this love for this fusilli bolognese. But then what's the backstory to this? Like, how did it happen, right? How did it happen that it became yours and that you found this and whatever? Let's say, bro, a long time ago, a person was cooking this fusilli bolognese, or let's say a bolognese. The fusilli is a very subjectively my preference, but this type of bolognese, they were cooking it, and I like the idea of it, how it tastes and all that, and what it is. And then yeah, again it was a long time ago that they were cooking this for me. I was eating it, and then years after that, I haven't eaten this in a while. Oh yeah, like years. I haven't eaten this for years. This bolognese of this person that made it back then, it was very appealing to me. And then yeah, it happened that I was asking this person, hey, how do you do this bolognese? And they told me. And it was so simple. I was like, whoa, that's really simple. And they said yes. And I was like, all right, cool. I want to try it out. And then I cooked it myself. And I'm telling you that I think the spaghetti, the bolognese, that's the very first meal I've ever really cooked for myself. Years ago. Where the very first time I cooked ever for myself, like really cooked for. It was not. I take a toast, and a toast, and put on some ham and cheese, and another toast on top. Put it in the microwave. That's not cooking. You're making yourself a sandwich. That was really cooking. Setting on a stove with a pan and a pot, cooking. This bolognese, bro, and it was so mesmerizing. It was so spectacular for me, so amazing, because with the very first try I did this years ago, it was a bussin' unequivocally, bro. Unequivocally bussin'. It was even better from the person that I tasted from back then. They told me the recipe when I was asking them. It was even better. But from the very first time, and I was like, whoa. That's the one, bro. That's the one. And ever since, till this day, that's the number one for me, bro. The bolognese. I love you this with fusilli. That's the one, bro. Woo. And Yuji says, yeah, she took a leave for some days because of her health. Oh, all right. Yuji says she has been working late night from past 7, 8 days, so that's why now she needs to rest. Wow. So you were working like over hours, right? You were working late hours. Or you just had like late shifts, right? You started later and went off work later, or you started from the morning in the late night, and that for 8 days straight. Was it like this? Wow. Definitely get some rest in. Oh, bro. Oh, it's all. Just imagine now an Italian opera is playing, a light-hearted one, an uplifting one. Just Donna Immobile. That's what's happening inside of me, bro. Oh man. And you says, yeah, like she worked till 3 at night, and then you started the next day at, I don't know, 9 o'clock. When did you start your days? And hopefully you get a proper salary for this. Like they're demanding a lot from you. Hopefully they're paying up also. You just, what are you eating though? If you haven't noticed yet, but it's the fusilli, the pasta, with the bolognese, homemade, with love from UDYZYZ. 100% self-made, 100%. Oh yeah. Oh. And Uni says, yeah, she started at 8 or sometimes 9 in the morning. Then, wow, that's crazy, bro. Wow. They should get you a promotion or something, bro. Tell him, hey, Mr. Boss Man, I'm working like crazy the last 8 days, so maybe you do this more often. We get crazy good work. I want now crazy good pay, or a better position here in the company, or something like this, right? How is this in the Asian corporate world in terms of demanding a raise or a promotion? How do you approach this? Because we also learned in a restaurant, right? You don't know, hey, waiter, hey, I want to pay. You don't do this. It's rude, right? You try to lock eyes with them. And then, as soon as they're standing there, okay, now you can talk, right? How does it work in the corporate world, in the company, in terms of this? Getting a raise and promotion, ask for this. I mean, in the Western world, you definitely have to demand it. You have to show you have to show them, the company, what you are worth in terms of performance, right? And then you have to demand the proper amount of money or position, right? That's how it goes, bro. You have to demand it. They won't hand it to you most of the times. You don't demand it. They will take your extra work. They will take your performance. Oh, that's fine, cool. But yeah, no raise, no promotion. By themselves. If you ask them, different story. Okay, well, you got a point. All right, we can talk about this now, right? If you really demand it. And he says, yeah, it depends on your performance. How would you rate your own performance, Yunji? In terms of, hey, that's worthy of a raise or a promotion. And we got Valen in the live stream chat on YouTube. It's a pleasure to have you, Valen. And we also got Joyce in the live stream chat on YouTube. It's a pleasure to have you, Joyce. She says, have you watched Riverdale? This show, you mean? No, but I don't even really. It's like something like a high school drama type of, right? But I haven't really watched anything of it. Do you like this Riverdale show, Joyce? I mean, I watched some OC California back then, right? If this is comparable, I don't know. Or bro, One Tree Hill, you know this show? I haven't really watched. Maybe 1 or 2 episodes back in the days. But what was the coolest I think about this? It was those 2 brothers, right? And I think they were like half brothers or step brothers, something like this. But it was also that was cool, I think, already, right? Really like a family story, like 2 bros, and they got this drama going on, whatever. But again, I only watched 1 or 2 episodes, so I don't really know the plot completely. But it was also so cool. Was like the soundtrack, right? This. If you know this one, right? That was a pretty cool song for the vibe of the show. I mean, some sort of fitting. It was cool. So, the last 3 bites, what you guys think, guys? Of this awesome UDYZYZ Bolognese with Fusilli. Or UDYZYZ Fusilli Bolognese. Alright. One more sip. Or 2 sips. And Joyce says there's a guy in Riverdale named Archie. He looks like you, UDYZYZ. Oh, he does? If you're on the UDYZYZ Show Discord server, Joyce, feel free to send in maybe something of Riverdale and maybe also of this Archie dude. And you can write, whatever, also a message to this. Right, like, hey, UDYZYZ, you look alike, or you look like him, or whatever, right? That we also know what it is. I can recall what you meant. It would be fun if you do this. If you think it's the right thing to do, would appreciate Joyce. So, plate is about to be empty. Oh man, The last one here. Plate is clean. Okay. Come on here. Come on. Yeah. Plate is clean, bro. The last sip of grape juice to wash it down perfectly. Ah, that was a taste test Tuesday number 1 with the UDYZYZ Fusilli Bolognese. Until next time, you guys.